OHV Safety. Joining us to do that is Tony Hillig, the Recreation Chief for North Dakota Department of Parks and Recreations. Good morning to you, Tony.
Hey, good morning. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Pretty good. Thanks
Wonderful.
for having me.
Yes, I'm so excited to talk to you about this because my first question to you is going to be, what's the difference between an OHV and an ATV? They seem like they're obviously different because they have different names, but I can't think of what a difference would be.
Yeah, so OHV in North Dakota in Century Code, OHV stands for off-highway vehicle, and so that's just a classification of ATVs, and so it's different classes of OHVs. Class 1s are the dirt bikes that you see. Class 2 is the ATV, that all-terrain vehicle, and then the Class 3 is that side-by-side that you would see operating. They're all an OHV, and it's just how they are classified.
Okay, awesome. So you have classes that people can take or should take before operating one of them. Is that right?
Yeah, so North Dakota Parks and Rec, we want to really connect people to the recreation opportunities here, but we want to have them do that in a safe operation. So off-highway vehicling in North Dakota, it's a large sport, it's a large recreation thing, over 47,000 registered OHVs in the state, so you can see it's a pretty robust program. So we wanted, it's a requirement, number one, for youth 12 to 15 to have a safety certificate to operate on public lands. Public lands are roadways or the highway right-of-way access, or some of those public accessible riding areas that we have.
Okay, so what would someone expect to learn once they sign up for this course? What are some things that you guys will go through?
So we have it's a varied group of students. We'll have some folks that are pretty good on those, but we'll have some that have never rode one before, and they might be planning to get one. So we start off with just basic starting and stopping. Here's the controls of these machines. Here's the emergency kill switches on them, and just basic starting and stopping. And we really progress through about 8 exercises: turning, quick stops, avoiding obstacles, identifying obstacles, how you're going to react to those obstacles, to really not only get some confidence with them operating, but how to operate those in a safe manner.
Yeah, something else that you mentioned, that you're also going to show them how to use their body weight in one of those, which is interesting. Can you tell me more about that?
Yeah, so body weight, especially on dirt bikes and ATVs, body weight is really how you can control those machines and assist you in avoiding an obstacle or in some of those turns to keep. If you're on an ATV, of course, you want to keep all 4 wheels on the ground. And so,
you want to keep all 4 wheels on the ground.
So that's rule number 1. And so really how to use that body weight to help counterbalance what that machine's going to want to do on some of those exercises.
Very interesting. And probably one of the most important things that you're going to teach is helmet requirements.
It is. So a lot of the fatalities that we see reported in North Dakota are from the lack of a helmet. So if you're under the age of 18 in North Dakota, you're required to wear a helmet. Regardless of what type of ATV. If you're in an enclosed side-by-side wearing your seatbelt, it's still an OHV and you're still required to wear a helmet. So, it's so important to us that if you come to the hands-on course, we're going to give you a brand new free Department of Transportation certified helmet. That's how important this is to us. There's a couple things with helmets. They're designed for one concussive event. And so if it takes that one impact, that helmet's no longer provide you that. So, I would encourage parents to inspect those helmets for any damage if they're.
And are they just looking for cracks, or?
It's hard to tell, but have that discussion with your child, or if you drop your helmet from a 4 or 5 foot and it sounds like it took a concussive event, then it's no longer going to provide you that protection.
Interesting. So you made a mention of driving on public lands. Is there a difference between driving on public lands and driving on private lands?
Yeah. So North Dakota Century Code is what's discussing that public land. So that's the rules and regulations for operating on public land. There's not, it's parental discretion or guardian discretion on what you do on those private lands. So, but with public lands, we have a great partnership with the Burleigh County Sheriff's Department here, and they actually come out and assist us with our safety courses that we conduct in Bismarck here, and really talk some of those rules and regulations and encourage, again, that safe operation of those OHVs on public lands.
And we're out of time, but I do want to mention classes for next year. We got to talk about that because classes are already filled up in Bismarck.
Yeah, classes fill up really quick, especially in Bismarck here. We try to do about 30 across the state, travel out to do those hands-on courses, but they do fill up quick here. But you can always go to our website. There is an online option to get your safety certificate as well.
Great. Thank you so much for stopping in, Tony.
Hey, thanks.
Yep.